Day 20, 2 John 1-6. I ask that we love one another. 2 John 5. Loving obedience, obedient love. In the letter we have been reflecting on the past days, John has woven together light and life, knowledge and belief, reminders and commands, love and obedience, all in and from Jesus the Christ, God's Son. What do these grand themes look like when addressed to an individual? The letter we know as 2 John shows us just that. John has written a warm, personal letter to a household he knows and loves, one headed by the chosen lady. John expresses his affection as love in the truth. Notice what else he says about this truth. It is known by others, verse 1. It lives in them and will be with them forever, verse 2. It brings grace, mercy, and peace from God, and it leads to love, verse 3. As Jesus assured his disciples at the Last Supper, those who know and remain in the truth that Jesus is the Christ, the Son of the Father, will share in his love and will love one another. See John 15. This is the love John has for this dear lady. John also takes joy in knowing that the next generation has likewise been taught the truth and is walking in it in obedience to God's command. Verse 4. John will write more about this truth and warn of those who would deny it. But before that, he wants to remind this precious friend of God's age-old command to love. It is not that John thinks she does not know this, or she might have forgotten, but as truth comes under attack, John will imitate Jesus and reissue the Father's command to love. Here again, like Jesus, John loops together truth, love, and obedience. God has always wanted the loving obedience of his people, and the commands he once obeyed, Jesus summarized as to love God and neighbor. The God who is love desires his people to walk in that love, the love that is holy and right and good and true. It is never loving to deny the truth. It is always loving to encourage obedience to our loving God. Further reflection: who has God given you to love in the truth? Who can you take joy in seeing walk in the truth? Who is helping you walk in loving obedience to our Father? Who can you encourage to obedient love? For intercession, thank God for those who encourage you to walk in truth and love. Pray for courage to walk in obedience.